If you watch this video till the very end, you will learn exactly how to take your knowledge or expertise and turn it into a business that generates at least $100,000 in 12 months. And it's not rocket science. This is the same blueprint that I've personally used in my business to monetize my expertise and build a business that generates consistent income. And I teach the same blueprint to my clients, and it gets results every single time. The truth is, if you run the play the way I tell you in this video, it's going to give you results that are going to be incredible. So let's get into it. To make sure that this video is easy to follow and to implement, I've broken down this entire roadmap or blueprint into 5 simple steps. And I'm going to go through each step one after the other so that you can follow along and execute in your own business. The first step is for you to find a problem that you can solve. And the way that I think about this is you're going to get a sheet of paper and write out every single time in your past that you've had situation, challenge, something that was difficult for you that you overcame. I believe that that is the best way to find a problem that not only are you equipped enough or skilled enough to solve, but you'll also have personal experience. The best businesses when it comes to monetizing your expertise is to teach and help people in something that you are experienced in, because that way you will have the right empathy and understanding of what your clients are going through so that you can be a better mentor or helper to them. So let's say in the past you've gone through some really difficult situations. For example, maybe you've been through a really painful divorce, or you used to be severely overweight, and because of that you had to teach yourself how to lose weight, or maybe you've battled with like addiction, depression, different things, or maybe you were a really mature single who taught herself how to find the man of her dreams. All of these are examples of problems that you yourself has overcome, and so that equips you to be the one to teach it. I always tell my clients that you have to be experienced and skilled, and that is the only way that you're going to be able to succeed at monetizing this knowledge. The next step is, once you identify what you can do for other people, you have to also ask yourself, is this something I'm able to talk about for the next foreseeable future? I usually put a block of like 5 to 7 years on it. Are you able to talk about this topic for the next 5 years and help people in that niche for that length of time? If the answer is no, then you have to look for something else in step 1 that you are happy to talk about. Once you are comfortable and confident that you can talk about this topic again and again and not get tired or feel embarrassed or ashamed, then you're going to choose 2 platforms that you're going to be creating content on a consistent basis. Now, personally, I like platforms that allow me to write, because I believe I communicate better when I write. But maybe you are more of a speaker. Maybe you're more like short content is your thing. And so there are a variety of platforms that you can choose from. I personally use Facebook and LinkedIn currently, and I added in YouTube. I suggest that you add one long form content platform like YouTube and a short form content platform, maybe like Facebook, like LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, or even Twitter and Threads. The choice is up to you, but you're going to choose 2 places that you're going to show up on consistently for the next 90 days to 6 months. Once you do that, you're going to actually start creating content, and that is step 3. Now, I want to make sure that you understand what content is. Now, a lot of people got used to posting like what they had for breakfast and what they had for lunch. But if your intention is to monetize your expertise, then that's not going to be enough at all. You're going to need to show up in the world as the person who is able to help people. Now, I don't encourage people to show up as if they know everything, because people can actually sense that it's a facade, it's a brave face that you're putting up front. And I'm always the first person, even in my business, to admit like, hey, look, I don't know anything. I'm just a few steps ahead of you. And so if you come out with expert energy, authority energy, you will quickly burn yourself out because you are portraying something that you may not be. However, if you come out as the teacher learner, which is someone who is learning, is on a journey, but at the same time is like a more experienced voice to your ideal client, then you're more likely to get people who want to learn from someone who is a few paces ahead of them. Now, when you put that in mind, when you start creating content, you're not going to create content from a place of, I know that I know everything. You're going to create content from a place of, this is what I know and this is what I'm learning. And I feel like when you create content from that point of view, you become endearing to your audience. People resonate with people that are on a journey, that are going through transformation. And so I always tell my clients to share their content from a 50-50 perspective. 50% of things you have done in the past, stories of how you are incredible, things that you have overcome, stories about how you have risen, and then 50% of your content is going to be more about things you are learning, daily experiences, lessons that have resonated with you recently, things that you never thought about but you saw it somewhere and it makes complete sense. That way you are giving your audience the kind of person that they can fall in love with and follow. I want to say that when you're creating content, if you are more comfortable as a writer, show up as a writer. If you are the kind of person who feels comfortable to get on camera and speak, do exactly that. If you're the kind of person who doesn't like visual content, but you are a podcaster, you understand and love audio messages, then be a podcaster. The truth about it is you want to show up in the way that feels most comfortable for you. Otherwise, you will come across as being phony, or you will not be able to be consistent in creating this content. So the goal for you is you want to put out at least one piece of content every single day on your short form platform. And on your long form platform, you want to put out at least 1 to 2 pieces of content every single week. That way, you're not overworking yourself or making yourself feel burnt out, overwhelmed, or like you are moving at a pace that is too fast. One tip I will throw in here is a lot of the times when you start creating content with the intention to monetize your expertise, people are taken aback because they're not used to seeing you. So initially it might feel like you're talking to yourself, it's only crickets, there's no one listening, but trust me, people are listening, people are watching, and if you stay consistent enough, you will see them starting to engage back and starting to talk back to you, because they then see this is not a fluke, she or he is serious about this and they are ready to support you. The next step in the process is to encourage yourself to go live. Like, throw in live streaming at least once every week if you can. Now, when I was starting out monetizing my knowledge, I went live every single week for 1 hour for an entire year before I felt confident enough to charge people. And a lot of people will appreciate when you show up to share value without asking for anything. You're just showing up and telling stories and talking about your experiences, and sometimes even interviewing people that you see as experts in their own field and having a conversation around your subject matter, your subject topic, having a conversation every single week for the next 6 months is going to position you in a place where people see you as someone they can trust, someone who is knowledgeable enough to help them. It also allows your audience to feel like they know you, they can trust you, they understand who you are. And I think it's very valuable when the people you intend to sell to trust you. I mean, there are people who sell things to cold audiences, and basically cold audiences are people who don't really know anything about you, and because of that, they're a little skeptical about buying from you. But when you create content consistently and you also go live consistently, the barriers start to come down. People start to see you as someone who they know and they can trust. And it doesn't matter that they haven't met you before, they just sort of relax around you. And sometimes they start to send you questions that also help you in your business, because you now understand the battles, the struggles that your ideal client is having. So live stream is something I believe every single person should do in their business, especially you if you want to monetize your knowledge. The next step in the entire process is my absolute favorite, and that is for you to invite your audience to an event, a virtual event. So previously, what used to happen in the coaching and mentorship world is if you wanted to have a conversation with a prospective client, you would invite them to a sales call. And I've, at this point, done hundreds and hundreds of sales calls. And there is a skill to doing good sales calls so that you walk away with a client. You don't feel like, there is something unsaid. However, the thing about having sales calls, especially when you start to build a significant audience, is that it burns you out very quickly. Like it is, especially if you are an introvert or you're the kind of person who needs time to separate yourself from the public, then it can start to feel very overwhelming. And I remember there was a time in my business where I was taking sales calls back to back, and at some point I felt like I was about to lose it. I don't want that to happen to you, and that's why I encourage people to have a virtual event instead. I call mine a masterclass. It's basically a 90 minutes presentation where you invite your audience into your world and show them how you can help them, and also how you are equipped to solve the particular problem that they have. And I think there are different versions of virtual events that you can hold and master. There are challenges, there are workshops, there are webinars, there are masterclasses. I've personally found that a masterclass is the sweet point where it's not too long. It's not a 5-day challenge or a 30-day challenge. It's also not too short. I mean, it's not a 10 minutes video where people feel like I want more, but I'm not exactly sure how to get more. It's 90 minutes, sometimes up to 2 hours, where you are basically taking these people on a journey and showing them what is possible. If you are able to successfully do that, then you are going to be walking away with people who not only are excited to learn from you, but they are also possible fans of your business. Now, when it comes to the math, I really love how masterclasses and virtual events work, because when you go on a virtual event, say you have 100 people in your room, what is going to happen is not all 100 people are going to be excited to buy from you immediately. Some people are curious and they are just there to understand who you are and see you in your element. And so it is quite unheard of to convert 100% of the people in your room. However, you are going to convert a percentage of the people in the room. Now, industry experts will say around 20-25% of people, but I've actually had situations where 50% of the people in the room decided to move forward with the program. And so it is possible. So my point is, do not limit yourself to what people say. You go out there and try it. Now let's do the numbers, the math, which is why we're here. If you hosted a virtual event and had 100 people show up, and let's assume that you had a program, a product, something that was valued at $2,000, you will eventually find out that maybe 10% of the people in your room are ready for your $2,000 offer. And so 2,000 times 10 people, which is 10% of the 100, is going to give you $20,000. Now let's assume that, for whatever reason you have moved numbers around. Let's assume your offer is 5,000 and you only converted 2 people. That is still a $10,000 day for you. And so this is how very quickly, as you can see, the income from running this business escalates or increases as you become more known in your niche, in your sector, and online. I want to leave this comment or this caveat to say you can absolutely grow this business without running any paid ads or doing any form of collaborations and influencer marketing. However, it does mean that you are going to be putting yourself out there constantly, creating valuable content, going live, and also being very intentional about inviting people to attend your virtual meetings. If you do all these things that I have mentioned, you are going to make more than $100,000 in 12 months. And even if you didn't make more than $100,000, you would make at least 100, which is, I think, pretty incredible that you can take something that is in your brain and turn it into a valuable business that creates consistent income. Now, if you've watched the video till this point and you enjoyed the video, you loved everything I shared, and you would like to know more about this opportunity to monetize your income, I have actually linked down in the description a complete guide, roadmap of other things that you could do. For example, how to price and how to market. I've put that in the description. Be sure to check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you have hit the subscribe button. And if you have, thank you for doing so. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.